Do you ever look at a character and just wonder how they can even look at themselves in the mirror? I'm talking about the kind of person who can walk through a clinic meant for healing and only see dollar signs. That's exactly where we are this week with Eva Thomas. And honestly, the fallout is going to be absolutely biblical. This isn't just about a few lies or a shady business deal anymore. We are talking about gory truths that are finally exploding right in the middle of Fairmont Crest. Was this all just a huge mistake? Or is it something way deeper and way darker than any of us expected? We've watched the facade of the free clinic start to crumble, and this week, it doesn't just crack, it completely shatters. Let's be real for a second. The free clinic was supposed to be a sanctuary. It was supposed to be Derek Baldwin's legacy of helping people who had nowhere else to go. But what did Leslie and Grayson Perez do? They turned it into a den of illegal activities. I'm talking about a biological black market where human lifeblood was traded like a common commodity just to make a quick buck. It is honestly sickening when you think about it. Derek discovered this ruthless criminal syndicate operating right under his nose before he died. He found the encrypted messages, the hidden ledgers, and the proof that Leslie and Grayson were knee-deep in a plasma trading ring. And now, his daughter Eva is the one left standing in the wreckage. Why did Leslie do it? That's the question that keeps me up. It wasn't because she was struggling to survive. It was pure, unadulterated greed. She has this insatiable hunger for wealth that just hijacked her entire moral compass. She didn't just stumble into this. She actually sought out this mysterious organization called Plasma to strike a deal. She walked right into the underworld and asked for a seat at the table because she thought she was the smartest person in the room. It's that classic hubris, isn't it? She thought she could control a criminal syndicate that probably has bodies buried all over the place. Now, think about Eva for a moment. How would you feel if you found out your mother was basically a high-level blood broker? Eva is now completely overwhelmed by the weight of the clinic and the secrets her mother is hiding. She's taking over Derek's role, trying to fill the shoes of a fallen hero, all while knowing that the facility was used as a staging ground for criminals. It's no wonder she's at a breaking point. This week, she finally turns to her father, Ted Richardson, for comfort and support. This is huge. It's her first real step toward freedom from Leslie's manipulative grip. Leslie has used Eva as a pawn for years, using her to squeeze money out of Ted, but that game might finally be over. But don't think Leslie is going down without a fight. The woman is a master of narcissistic deflection. When Derek confronted her before his death, she didn't apologize. She didn't feel bad. She tried to blame Leah. Can you believe that? She tried to act like she was just a small part of a machine she didn't understand. It's a textbook defense mechanism. When she's backed into a corner, she just throws the nearest person under the bus. And this week, she's taking that snarky attitude straight to the police station. She actually has the nerve to tell Darlene Hawthorne that she'd better be nice to Eva, or she'll beat her, but right there in front of the cops. Darlene's response? A very cold try me. I love that energy. Darlene isn't scared of a snake like Leslie, and she's making that very clear. While all this is happening, Jacob Hawthorne is losing his mind. He is obsessed with getting revenge for Derek. Derek died saving Jacob's life, and Jacob just can't let that go. He's wound tight, and it's starting to freak out his wife, Naomi. She's worried he's dealing with some serious PTSD that he's just masking with this crusade for justice. He vows that he won't stop until the Impaler and everyone associated with the plasma ring is behind bars. But is he chasing justice, or is he just trying to outrun his own guilt? Derek's dad literally blames Jacob for his son's death, and that is a heavy burden to carry. And then there's the big mystery. Who is the Impaler? We're supposed to get a face-to-face meeting this week with this infamous leader. Joey Armstrong and Randy Parker are getting ready for it, and the stakes couldn't be higher. There's a lot of talk that the Impaler might actually be Joey's sister, Heather. Can you imagine the shock if that's true? Joey is already being accused by Jacob of being the leader of the ring. Vanessa McBride is even asking Joey what they're going to do about the fact that Jacob is onto him. Joey is a wild card. He says he doesn't lose sleep over things like Doug's death, but even he seems a bit rattled by the Impaler reaching out. The funny thing is, while the clinic is exploding, there's another con going on that is just as dangerous. I'm talking about Hayley Hamilton and her slow poisoning mission against Bill. She is getting so impatient for that poison to work. This week, she and Randy actually sit down and talk about how this whole scheme against Bill first began. It's like a walk down memory lane for two professional liars. And poor Bill, he's trying to be affectionate and frisky on the couch, and she just snaps at him. He has no idea that the woman he's trying to cuddle with is the same woman who's slowly killing him. He's ruminating on his romantic past and present, but his present is a literal nightmare in a pretty dress.
What do you think is going to happen when Victor Newman rolls into town? Yeah, you heard that right. The Moustache himself is arriving for Vernon Dupree's fundraiser. This crossover is a massive deal. If a powerhouse like Victor Newman finds out that the community he's supporting is hiding a biological black market, the fallout is going to be biblical. Victor doesn't play games, and he certainly doesn't like being associated with criminals. Leslie thinks she's a big player, but she's a guppy compared to a shark like Victor. She's hopelessly out of her depth, and she doesn't even know it yet. The emotional toll on everyone is just staggering. Naomi and Smitty are having long overdue chats about the mess Jacob is in. Andre is confiding his deepest fears to Chelsea instead of his own wife, Danny. Is he worried about losing Danny to cancer or maybe to Bill? There is so much unspoken history and selective memory floating around Fairmont Crest right now. Danny even has to school Bill on his own past, reminding him that he wasn't always the protector he thinks he was. And let's not forget the awkward factor. Nicole Dupree is finally telling Ted about the fantasies she's been having about him. This is going to be so messy because Ted is currently trying to fix things with Shanice. Nicole is seeking advice from Anita, who basically calls her out for only thinking about sex. It's a lot of drama for 1 week, isn't it? But at the heart of it all is Eva's fight for freedom. She's stuck between a mother who is blinded by greed and a town that is looking for someone to blame. Do you think Eva will actually turn her mother in? Or will her loyalty to her family win out over her moral compass? And what about Jacob? Is he going to catch the Impaler, or is he going to destroy his marriage trying to find them? There are so many questions, and honestly the answers might be bloodier than we think. Leslie has built this house of cards, and the wind is starting to blow. She thinks she's winning because she's counting the gold bars in her cage, but she doesn't even realize the door is about to be locked from the outside. If you're as obsessed with these Fairmont Crest power plays as I am, you know we're in for a wild ride. The truth about the clinic is the match that's going to light the whole town on fire. Will Eva be the one to finally put out the flame, or will she get burned along with everyone else? I want to know what you guys think. Is Leslie getting off too easy? Should Jacob just let it go and grieve his friend? Drop a comment below and let's talk about it. And hey, if you want to stay in the loop on all things Beyond the Gates, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. We've got a lot more to unpack, especially with the Abbotts and Newmans arriving next. You don't want to miss it. Think about the psychological damage here. Eva isn't just frazzled because of work. She is carrying the weight of a fallen hero while being haunted by a living villain. Leslie's aura of being untouchable is her biggest weakness. She's treating a criminal syndicate like a corporate merger, but you don't get a severance package from people like the Impaler. You get eliminated. The illusion of control is a dangerous thing, and Leslie is addicted to it. And what about Grayson? He's out here asking Ashley for forgiveness. Does he actually feel bad, or is he just trying to save his own skin before the Impaler shows up? He was the one who pulled off the logistical nightmare of the plasma ring, and now he's acting like a victim. It's all so volatile and highly dangerous. Derek's death wasn't just a tragedy. It was a warning that everyone in Leslie's circle is playing with fire and covered in gasoline. The countdown to the 300th episode is on, and the secrets are just piling up. Whether it's Hayley's poison, Leslie's plasma, or Nicole's fantasies, someone is going to hit a breaking point. Fairmont Crest has always been about explosive affairs and shocking cons, but this time the gory truths might be too much for the community to survive. Are you ready for the face-to-face with the Impaler? Because I don't think anyone is truly prepared for what's coming next. This is going to be the week that changes everything. We're seeing families celebrate while souls are being traded for paychecks in the background. It's dark, it's campy, and it's exactly why we can't stop watching. So stay tuned, keep your eyes on the clinic, and let's see who's still standing when the smoke clears. See you in the next one. Wait, let's dig a little deeper into the Leslie and Darlene situation. Think about the nerves of steel Leslie must have to walk into a police station and threaten the mother of a detective. It's not just snark, it's a total lack of reality. She thinks her connection to this red market makes her more powerful than the law. But Darlene is a Hawthorne. That family is the moral anchor of this town. When Darlene says, "Try me," she isn't just talking about a physical fight. She's talking about a war of integrity. Leslie is out here world-building a reality where she's the queen, but she's really just a temporary asset to some very dangerous people. And what about the young and the restless crossover? That is going to be such a game changer. Victor Newman is a man of loyalty and strength. If he sees what's happening at the clinic, he won't just walk away. He'll tear it down. Leslie is a guppy swimming in a tank full of sharks, and the great white just arrived in town. It's the ultimate irony. She wants the status of being a Newman-level player, but she doesn't have the ethics to handle the spotlight. The emotional wreckage is everywhere. Naomi Hawthorne is literally unnerved by her husband. She's trying to help her friend Ashley with paper airplanes, but who is helping Naomi? Her husband is obsessed and wound tight, and she's left holding the pieces of a marriage that's hitting a breaking point. And then there's Derek's dad. He's grieving and looking for someone to blame, and he's pointed his finger right at Jacob. That kind of guilt doesn't just go away. It lasts a lifetime. The funny thing about these cons is how they eventually start to overlap. Hayley is so impatient with her poison, but she's also trying to keep Bill out of the family loop. She's worried he'll find out about her and Randy's history. And Leslie is over here trying to make Hayley her ally. Can you imagine those two working together? They're basically two sides of the same coin. One uses the clinic, the other uses the marriage bed, but they both commodify people for their own gain. Do you think Bill is actually starting to suspect something? He's startled by Hayley's rejection. He noticed his own shaky hand. He's ruminating on his past relationships. Is he finally putting the pieces together, or is he too distracted by everything else going on in town? He called Leslie Satan to her face, so at least he knows who one of the villains is. But the real danger is right there on the couch with him. Every 2 to 3 sentences here we have to look at the why. Why is Eva turning to Ted? Because she's completely overwhelmed and needs a vote of confidence that isn't tied to her mother's schemes. Why is Jacob so obsessed? Because he's trying to avenge a hero and hide from his own soul-crushing disappointment. Why is Leslie so blinded? Because her prefrontal cortex has been hijacked by greed. It's all a big psychological puzzle, and the pieces are finally starting to fit together in the most gory way possible. What's your take on the Impaler reveal? If it's Heather, how does that change everything for Joey? He's already farming out tasks to Randy and trying to keep his hands clean. If his own sister is the one running the red market, he's in way deeper than he thought. And what about Randy? He's the one caught in the middle of his cousin Hayley and his boss Joey. He's readying himself for this meeting, but is he ready for the truth? Fairmont Crest is a town of explosive affairs and family secrets, and this week is the ultimate test. The gory truths are out. The freedom fight is on, and the Impaler is waiting. It's going to be biblical, it's going to be volatile, and it's going to be absolutely shocking. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think is the real Satan of Beyond the Gates? Is it Leslie, or is there someone even worse hiding behind the gates? Subscribe and like the video if you're ready for the explosion. We also have to talk about the Platinum Deb Glory and the Chelsea Cat bags. It's such a weird contrast to the blood trading ring, isn't it? While Samantha is getting pleasant surprises and enjoying her debutante moment, Eva is drowning in her mother's criminal mess. It's like two different worlds colliding in one town. One world is all about status and bags, and the other is about lifeblood and profit margins. Eva has to decide which world she wants to belong to, and her turn to Ted shows she's looking for a way out of the darkness. And how about Grayson seeking forgiveness? I mean, really? He helped turn a clinic into a staging ground for a criminal syndicate, and now he wants a fresh start? It's strange, really strange. Ashley has to decide if she can ever trust him again, especially with Derek's heroic sacrifice still so fresh in everyone's minds. The obstacle for their relationship is huge, and I honestly don't see how they get past it without major scars. The gory clinic truths are finally here, and they are way worse than we thought. It wasn't just some shady texts. It was a full-blown, highly illegal medical supply chain. Leslie facilitated the access and bypassed the security protocols. She handed over the resources on a silver platter. And now she's playing Russian roulette and thinks she's playing Monopoly. The disconnect is staggering. She's driving toward a cliff, and Derek was powerless to stop her. So what's the main point? The fallout is going to be biblical. Leslie has made a catastrophic error in judgment, and the wind is starting to blow on her house of cards. Eva is fighting for freedom, Jacob is fighting for vengeance, and Victor Newman is just arriving to witness the explosion. It's the perfect storm. I'm telling you, this week on Beyond the Gates is the one you cannot miss. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss our breakdown of the 300th episode milestone and the Abbot's arrival. It's going to be intense and heartbreaking. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video for more Fairmont Crest drama. Think about the psychological layer of Leslie's invisible shield of denial. She doesn't see the cage because she's too busy counting the gold bars. That is such a powerful image of greed. She's trapped in a web of danger and thinks she's winning. It's pure hubris. And the soul-crushing disappointment that Derek felt is now what Eva's feeling. It's a horrific position to be in. You want to save someone from themselves, but they refuse to be saved. Is Eva the one who will finally shake her mother awake? Or is she just going to walk away clean while the whole thing collapses? The freedom she's seeking through Ted is her only exit strategy. And with Victor Newman taking the town by storm, the clock is ticking for everyone. It's volatile, it's gory, and it's Beyond the Gates at its absolute best. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going. Who's your favorite Fairmont Crest character right now? Are you Team Hawthorne or Team Dupree? Or are you just here for the Satan that is Leslie Thomas? Let me know. Wait, one last thing. What about the Impaler? If this person doesn't do severance packages and only does eliminations, is Leslie even going to survive the week? She's demanding more power from a syndicate that dictates instead of negotiates. It's a suicidal negotiation tactic. I'm seriously worried for her, even though she's the villain. The collateral damage could be huge. Okay, now I'm really done. See you next time. But before I go, let's talk about the paper airplanes. That is such a raw, emotional moment for Naomi and Ashley. It's a distraction from the soul-crushing reality of Derek's death. And Jacob's odd behavior is just another sign that everyone is affected by Derek's death. The ripple effect of these lies is real. Fairmont Crest is fractured, and it's going to take more than a fundraiser to fix it. Okay, for real this time, stay tuned for the explosion. Why do we think Anita is going public with her cancer? Because she's done with the whispers and gossip. She's turning her interview into a citywide call to action. It's such a contrast to Leslie, who is launching her own promotional campaign to hide her crimes. One woman is using the truth to heal, and the other is using lies to exploit. It's biblical, guys. Just biblical. And the Abbot's arrival? Martin is preparing for them, but is he ready for the drama they bring? Diane is missing in Genoa City, and people are wondering if she's been in the DMV the entire time. It's a multi-episode storyline that is going to unravel all week. It's exciting, it's shocking, and it's Beyond the Gates. See you in the next one. Don't miss it. Okay, now I'm definitely going. See. Wait, don't forget Victor Newman's Sword of Damocles. He's the powerful figure taking the town by storm. If he supports the fundraiser, he's putting his reputation on the line. And Leslie is driving toward the cliff while he's watching. It's biblical, I'm telling you. Bye for real. One last question. Do you think Ted can really comfort an overwhelmed Eva? He's trying to learn from his past mistakes. But Leslie is snarky and stubborn. It's a web of danger for everyone. Okay, subscribe and like. See you in the next one.